The 2025 UIM-ABP Aquabike season delivered a thrilling and action-packed campaign that showcased the growing global appeal of high-performance jet ski racing across 4 standout venues. The season kicked off in Lake Toba, where the Grand Prix of Indonesia served as the opening round of both the Endurance and Circuit World Championships in mid-August. Riders battled in challenging conditions on the stunning volcanic lake with fierce competition in the freestyle, runabout, and ski GP divisions. Following the Asian opener, the championship returned to Italy for its only offshore round, staged in Torre dell'Orso on the Adriatic coast of Puglia. From there, the tour headed to the picturesque North Sardinian coast in Olbia in October. The season's grand finale took place in Doha, Qatar at the Old Doha Port Grand Prix of Qatar in November. This marked Aquabike's highly anticipated return to Qatari waters after a decade, bringing over 90 riders from nearly 20 nations together for 3 days of elite competition. The finale produced memorable moments across World Championship categories, with titles clinched in Runabout GP1, Ski Ladies GP1, Ski GP1, and the Freestyle Crowns. In this program, we bring you all the action from the Ski GP and Ski Ladies GP divisions. The opening round of the 2025 UIM-ABP Aquabike World Championship saw the planet's fastest riders and fiercest rivalries take to the largest volcanic lake on Earth. The Circuit and Endurance World Championships joined forces for 5 action-packed days as the calm blue waters of Lake Toba would transform into a thrilling arena of speed, skill, and world-class competition.
It's always amazing to be here in Indonesia because it's a lot of fun. And they are so nice with us, so it's so good to be here.
Balige, a charming lakeside town in North Sumatra, sits on the southern shores of the majestic Lake Toba. For the 3rd consecutive year, Lake Toba proudly hosted the UIM-ABP Aquabike World Championship, cementing its place as a premier international sporting destination. 19 riders from 10 nations arrived at Lake Toba with one goal in mind, the World Championship title. All eyes were on Quentin Bosch of Belgium, the reigning champion who dominated last season by winning 6 of the 9 motos.
Trying to defend my world title, so that is the goal for this year. Trying to salvage as many points as I can in order to be world champion again and keep my number 1.
Chasing him is Michael Poré of France, the 2023 world champion who is back in Lake Toba, hungry to reclaim the number 1 spot. Currently leading the European Championship, he comes in strong but knows the fight for the world title will be a difficult one. His brother Jeremy Poré, also a former world champion, arrives with hopes of securing a top 3 finish, though he knows the field is stacked with talent. Another major contender is Oliver Koch Hansen of Denmark, a rider who is always a threat and one to keep a close eye on throughout the weekend. Adding even more depth to the grid, newcomers and rising names such as Toshi Ohara of Japan, Johnny Hamlin of Belgium, with French trio Anthony Bernot, Alex Barret, and Valentin Dardia will all be looking to make their mark on the championship. The opening moto of the event sees Quentin Bosch take a decisive start and move immediately into the lead. Jeremy Poré follows in 2nd position, with Michael Poré running 3rd in the early phase of the race. Further back, Oliver Koch Hansen begins a strong recovery drive. He progresses through the field by overtaking Alex Barretti, Valentin Dardia, Michael Poré, and then Toshi Ohara. With these moves, Koch Hansen advances into 3rd position. On the final lap, he overtakes Jeremy Poré to take 2nd place. Quentin Bosch remains unchallenged at the front and secures victory in Moto 1. Oliver Koch Hansen finishes 2nd. Jeremy Poré completes the podium in 3rd. In Moto 2, Quentin Bosch once again establishes an early lead from the start. Jeremy Poré holds 2nd position until lap 3 when Oliver Koch Hansen makes a successful pass. On lap 7, Bosch suffers a mechanical failure and is forced to retire from the race. This hands the lead to Oliver Koch Hansen. Koch Hansen manages the remaining laps and takes victory in Moto 2. Toshi Ohara finishes in 2nd place. Jeremy Poré completes the podium in 3rd. In the ladies category, the defending world champion Yasmin Ipraus returns to protect her crown. It won't be easy, but Jasmine is ready to challenge.
Well, yeah, we're reigning champions in both slalom and circuit. To be honest, the season is not going to be easy. We're super tight with the girls, which makes it fun. Of course, I want to defend the title, and we do as much as we can for it. So let's hope for the best.
Last year's third-place finisher Benedikt Dranje is back and now racing on Oliver Koch-Hansen's ski with number 66. Hungry for more, she is ready to challenge for a podium spot. Estelle Perret takes the whole shot at the start of Moto 1. Jessica Chavan experiences difficulties in the early laps and drops back in the order. At the end of lap 1, Benedikt Dranje overtakes Perret to move into the lead. Perret settles into second position with Yasmin Ipraus in third. On lap 3, Ipraus passes Perret to move into second place. Benedikt Dranje controls the remainder of the race and wins Moto 1. Ipraus finishes second. Perret finishes third. Dranje and Ipraus both make strong starts, but an early incident involving Varner and Sophie Borgstrom results in both riders retiring from the race. At the end of the opening lap, Dranje leads, followed by Estelle Perret and Yasmin Ipraus. On lap 5, Dranje increases her advantage and maintains control to the checkered flag. Benedikt Dranje secures her second victory of the event in Moto 2. Yasmin Ipraus finishes second. Estelle Perret finishes third. Jessica Chavan takes the lead at the start of Moto 3, while Benedikt Dranje begins further back in the field. Shortly after the start, Dranje and Virginie Morlage make contact in the parallel section. Dranje is forced to retire, bringing her race to an early end. On lap 2, Estelle Perret increases her pace and overtakes Chavan to take the lead. Perret maintains her position to the finish and wins Moto 3. Yasmin Ipraus finishes second, Benini finishes third.
Yes, sometimes you have to play it smart. I did the math while racing, so I knew I was safe staying in P2. I didn't want to push it too much. And it was nice to see Estelle win the Moto as well, so I'm happy for her. Yeah, I'm happy with the whole weekend. I guess it was actually a work weekend for me, always coming from the back and doing passes, but I enjoyed my ski. For the next rounds, we have to find some speed for the start as well.
In the overall standings, Yasmin Ipraus now leads the 2025 season, but Estelle Perret is only 1 point behind. Naomi Benini is in third, and Benedikt Dranje is fourth. Now it's time for Moto 3 and Ski GP1. Can Bosch recover from yesterday's heartbreak, or will Oliver Koch-Hansen add another win to his name? In the final moto at Lake Toba, Toshi Ohara makes a strong launch, but Jeremy Perret takes the whole shot and leads the opening laps. Quinton Bosch is unable to finish the race, marking a difficult end to the event. Later in the race, Toshi Ohara also retires following a mechanical issue. Up to lap 5, Jeremy Perret controls the pace at the front. Oliver Koch-Hansen wins Moto 3 and secures overall victory at the Lake Toba Grand Prix. Moto 3 classification sees Koch-Hansen first, Jeremy Perret second, and Joni Hamlin third.
I feel amazing. We have worked so hard for this. We have been working full time the last 3-5 years since we have joined GP1. I have 2 full-time mechanics and I'm also going full-time myself, so we are doing everything we can to make this possible. And when everything just worked out and we come in first place, it's just fantastic.
The overall results for the Grand Prix of Lake Toba are Oliver Koch-Hansen first, Jeremy Perret second, Joni Hamlin third. The second round of the 2025 UIM-ABP Aquabike World Championship took place at the Regione Sardegna Grand Prix of Italy in Olbia. This year's course presented a new challenge compared to previous editions. The races featured a rolling start instead of the traditional pontoon start, beginning from the opposite side of the harbor. Preparations are done and the riders are taking to the water. It's time for Moto 1. Lights out in Moto 1 and Quentin Bosch explodes off the line, storming straight into the lead. Jeremy Perret slots in just behind him. At the end of the start lap, Bosch is the leader with Jeremy Perret in second, Koch Hansen in third, Verneau in fourth, and Michael Perret fifth. Bosch is already stretching the gap at the front. Behind them, the battle for second is igniting. Now on the third lap and at the split section, and Koch Hansen finally has the momentum to overtake Jeremy Perret and move into P2. At the end of the moto, it's Quentin Bosch that triumphs. The Belgian doesn't look back after the whole shot and claims the first moto win in Olbia. Oliver Koch Hansen is second, Jeremy Perret third. Moto 2 gets underway and it's a lightning start from Michael Perret, who grabs the early lead. Quentin Bosch is right on his tail in second, with Koch Hansen holding third. On the first lap and back at the split section, Bosch goes on the inside split and Mikel on the outside, and as they merge back together, the Belgian has done it. He overtakes Mikel and takes the lead. Quentin Bosch is in the lead, but all of a sudden his engine stops. The Belgian rider can't get it running again. Bosch is unable to continue and has to retire from Moto 2. What a shame for the leader. That put Michael Perret in the lead, but can the French rider hold on? Koch Hansen has found his rhythm and now goes after Michael Perret. On the following lap, they are side by side at the split section, but Perret just about manages to hold off Koch Hansen to protect his lead. Entering into the final lap, Koch Hansen is riding hard and challenging Perret again for the lead. As they merge, Perret still has the lead, but disaster for Koch Hansen as he loses control and ends up in the water. And with that, Michael Perret wins Moto 2 and Kevin Ryder comes in second with Jeremy Perret in third. A total of 10 riders lined up in the Ski Ladies GP1 category, ready to battle for the top positions in Olbia. Preparations are complete and the Ski Ladies are heading to the water for their first race of the weekend. Engines are revving, tension is high, it's time for Moto 1. In Moto 1, Jasmine Ypres made a clean start and storms into the lead. Estelle Perret comes in second, Dragna in third. But on lap 5, Dragna managed to pass Estelle Perret and Dragna now in second spot. The final lap, Ypres crashed but managed to recover quickly. Dragny tried to catch her, but Ypres managed to win Moto 1. Dragny finished in second and Perret in third. In Moto 2, Dragny make a flawless start and takes the lead in the early stages. Ypres in second and Estelle Perret in third. But in the following laps, Perret takes over Ypres and takes over second place. Dragné controlled the race from start to finish to take the win in Moto 2. Perret second, Ypres third. In Moto 3, Virginie Morales made a surprise and she took the whole shot. Dragné coming in second and Perret coming in third. Midway through the race, Morlash hits a rough patch of water and loses balance. She crashes out of the lead, allowing Dragné, Perret and Delcluse to move past. Morlash promptly recovers but drops to fourth. Lap after lap, Dragné maintains her lead and she took Moto 3 victory and GP title. Perret in second and Heloise Delcluse in third.
It was a good race. I did not have the best start. I came out as number two. I saw that Virginia had some problems. I got past her and Estelle was pushing hard from behind, but I managed to keep her off, and it was a victory, and it's my first World Championship Grand Prix victory, so I'm super happy about it, finally.
Alongside the Ski GP1 class, the Ski GP2 and GP3 categories also delivered thrilling battles throughout the weekend. In Ski GP2, Matias Reinas dominated the field, winning all three motos to secure overall victory. In Ski GP3, it was Strongaria Sai who took charge, climbing to the top of the championship standings after winning motos 2 and 3. In the ski division GP4, French rider Baptiste Calmels was on top of the podium. It's finally time for Moto3. Can Mikel Poré win Moto3 and walk away with a GP win? Can Bosch recover any points? It's all coming up in Moto3. In Moto3, Jeremy Poré and Mikael Poré had a great start. At the end of start lap, Mikael Poré takes lead, Jeremy in second, O'Hara in third, Coach Hansen in fourth. On the next lap, first O'Hara manages to pass Poré and moves up into second place. Then Coach Hansen gets past Poré as well, climbing up into third position. Starting the race from last place, Bochet begins to move up through the field, gets past Reiterer, and moves up into fifth place. Toward the end of lap 3 at the parallel section, it's Toshi O'Hara that's now on the attack, and the Japanese rider outmaneuvers Mikel Poré to take the race lead. And Bosch is not done, as on the 5th lap, he exits the split section well and is side by side with Koch Hansen and makes his move on the outside to claim third. Sensational riding from the Belgian ace. And again, he doesn't stop. Bosch now passes Mikel Poré on the following lap to claim second position, and now he sets his sights on leader Toshi O'Hara. On the next lap, Quentin Bosch emerges from the split as the leader. He has gone from the very back of the race to lead Moto3. Can anyone challenge him, or will he pull off this amazing win? The checkered flag is out, and Quentin Bosch wins Moto3 in sensational fashion. Toshi O'Hara is second, and Mikel Poré third.
I think this was the best race of my life. I always worked for all these years to be the best, and I think I'm the best. That's it.
The overall GP results are as follows. Mikel Poré wins the Regione Sardegna Grand Prix of Italy, with Oliver Koch Hansen coming in second and Toshi O'Hara in third.
Pretty cool motor. Honestly, it's crazy because Olbia, it's one of the biggest races ever, and then split was perfect, so I win because I was better. Of course, Quinton was faster than us, but he had a mechanical issue, so it's crazy. Crazy. Happy to win.
Welcome to the Old Doha port in Qatar for the deciding round of the 2025 Aquabike World Championship. Qatar has rapidly become one of the world's most dynamic sporting hubs, hosting major international events across motorsport, football, aquatics, and more. There are 19 riders representing 10 nations in the ski division ready to race the course in the Old Doha port. At the top of the championship standings is Danish rider Oliver Koch Hansen. Coming to Doha, his main goal is to remain consistent and secure the championship title.
Yeah, I think this weekend I will actually try to take it more calm. Normally it's not my style to take it slowly, but I think this time I will try to relax a little and just stay close to Jamie. And I will not go for the win here, but I will go for the overall instead.
And we are racing. A strong start from Bosch as he launches off the line, but behind, Rider gets a slow start and is last off the pontoon. Bosch takes the whole shot and leads the pack to the parallel. Coming out of the parallel course, Bosch continues to lead. At the finish line, Koch Hansen and Jeremy Poré are side by side, and Koch Hansen makes the move, taking over second place. Now in the final stretch, and Quentin Bosch wins Moto1 with a dominant gap. Quentin Bosch in first, with Oliver Koch Hansen in second, and Jeremy Poré in third. The lights go out, and it's a great start from Jeremy Poré and Quentin Bosch, side by side, down the straight. But suddenly, major trouble for Bosch. He slows dramatically, and Jeremy Poré takes the lead. O'Hara moves into second, but before they reach the parallel section, Kevin Ryder dives inside. He takes P2. But disaster strikes when a rider breaks down ahead of him on course. Bosch swerves to avoid the stalled ski, but makes contact, and his race is over. Heartbreak for the Moto1 winner. Back at the front and into lap 2, Ryder and Jeremy Poré merge side by side out of the split section. Ryder has momentum, and he takes the lead. Toshi O'Hara makes the pass on Jeremy Poré out of the green track and moves up to 2. Jeremy Poré drops the third. Before the first turn, Jeremy Poré hits a wave, loses balance, and has to come off the throttle. Koch Hansen, who is close behind, seizes the opportunity and slips past to steal third place. Smooth, fast, and unchallenged, he comes across the line victorious. Ryder wins Moto 2. Final results for Moto 2 have Kevin Ryder as the winner, Toshi Ohara second, Oliver Koch Hansen third. There are 10 talented riders representing 6 nations in the ski ladies division. With all the preparations complete, it was time for Moto 1. And the lights go out, the race is underway. Poré has a strong start and takes an early lead, with Dragna following close behind. Ypres struggles to find her pace and is soon squeezed by Benini. Ypres and Chavannes collide at the split section, and while both riders are unharmed and continue, they lose position as a result of the incident. Now entering the parallel section, Poré takes the blue track and Dragna is on the green track. Dragna emerges faster and passes Poré, taking command of the race. Now on lap 4, Dragna remains in the lead, but she suddenly loses power and is forced to retire from the race, effectively ending her championship hopes in this race. In the final lap, Estelle Poré maintains her lead and wins Moto 1. Moto 1 results as Estelle Poré in first, Naomi Benini in second, and Yasmine Ypres in third. And the lights go out, the race begins. Jessica Chavannes has an excellent start and quickly jumps into the lead. In the split section, Bénédicte Dragna starts her charge from behind, and as the riders come out of the parallel section, the positions are Chavannes in first, Poré second, Varner third, Dragna fourth, and Ypres fifth. Dragna continues riding aggressively and soon overtakes Varner to move into third place. And in the next lap passes Poré coming out of the parallel section to take second position. Dragna is on a mission and immediately catches Chavannes and overtakes the French athlete at the exit of the parallel section, taking the lead. Poré pushes hard in pursuit of Chavannes, makes her move to successfully take second place. The Norwegian rider holds on to the lead she took in the second lap and wins the race, securing a dominant victory. Moto 2 results have Bénédicte Dragna in first with Estelle Poré in second and Yasmine Ypres third. And the race begins. Jessica Chavannes has a strong start, just like in Moto 2. Bénédicte Dragna is also in a good position, but Amy Garcia sneaks between Chavannes and Dragna to move into second place. Coming out of the parallel section at the end of the first lap, Chavannes holds the lead, Garcia is in second, and Dragna is in third. On the next lap, Dragna starts to assert herself and overtakes Garcia at the exit of the parallel section, moving into second place. In lap 2, Estelle Poré also passes Garcia to move into third place. Ypres also tries to make a move, but Garcia defends well and keeps her position. But disaster strikes for Chavannes as she falls from her ski in heavy chop, which allows Dragna to take the lead. In the final laps, Dragna keeps her focus and maintains her lead to win Moto 3 in Doha. But the day belongs to Estelle Poré, as her third place finish means the French rider has won the Grand Prix of Qatar, as well as her first ever World Championship title.
I don't know if I have the word. I don't realize it's a lot of work to be here, so I'm so happy after 3 years of the injury. I'm so happy for me, and I really want to thank my mechanic for the amazing job they had this season. My brother Jeremy, my parents. It's not only me, it's the people who win today, so I'm so happy.
In the World Championship standings, Estelle Poré takes her well-deserved spot on top of the podium with 196 points. Yasmine Ypres is second with 183 points, and Bénédicte Dragna is third with 172 points. Who's going to take the GP title? Who's going to become world champion? It's all coming up in the last GP1 Moto of 2025. The lights are off and we are racing. A strong start from Toshi Ohara, showing early pace, but Kevin Ryder and Oliver Koch Hansen charge in from behind. In the green hole shot, Ohara gets squeezed between Koch Hansen and Ryder. There's slight contact with Ohara and Koch Hansen, but both keep control. Coming out of the parallel section, Ryder leads the race. Koch Hansen holds second, Dardia sits in third, and Ohara manages to regain fourth. What a comeback from Bauchet! From 7th to 4th, now on the attack, Bauchet moves up to 3rd. The Belgian charge continues. On lap 9, Bosch catches Ryder, makes his move on the inside once again and overtakes him. Bosch puts on a show and wins Moto 3. Ryder finishes second, which gives him the GP overall victory. Koch Hansen finishes third, and that is enough to secure the World Championship. Final Moto 3 results have Quinten Bosch in first place, Kevin Ryder in second, and Oliver Koch Hansen in third.
Doing it once in Olbia was legendary. Doing it again is, it's amazing. Very happy for Oliver. He really deserved the win. He was consistent all year. We had a lot of troubles, so let's go back to the drawing boards, try to do a better job next year. I'm just very happy. I'm in such a good shape that the boat is performing that well, and I think I just made another statement that I'm still here.
In the GP overall standings, Ryder wins with 65 points. Koch Hansen takes second with 62. O'Hara and Poré both finish with 53. Bosch closes the weekend with 50. The championship standings has Oliver Koch Hansen crowned as the 2025 UIM-ABP Aquabike World Champion in the GP1 division with 190 points. Jeremy Poré finishes second with 170, and Toshi O'Hara finishes third on 148.
The season has been incredible. When we came here, all the team crew was like, keep it calm, try to be stable. Normally I'm pushing all I can, but this time I was trying to take it slowly. It works incredible, everything was going good. I'm just super happy that we were stable this weekend, that didn't make any stupid mistakes and just make it home.
That concludes the UIM-ABP Aquabike World Championship from the Old Doha Port Grand Prix of Qatar and the 2025 season. See you next year with more racing, more adrenaline.